knowing a little bit about a lot of different things was very, very helpful in my career. The other thing I would say is having faith in yourself.
Come on, sis.
To know that whatever I don't know, I can find it out.
Excellent.
And whatever your expectation is, I am going to exceed it. And a lot of people don't go into new roles with that mindset. And they're timid and they're afraid and they don't want to speak up because they don't know if they don't know what they are talking about.
And that makes you less believable. And, you know, even with your peers, I said confidence is, and, you know, confidence comes through not just belief, but also preparation. So clearly there's a work ethic component. Super dynamic. At the same time, you're a mom.
Yes. I am.
So as you're kind of taking this trajectory, what was valuable as you're laying up and breaking chains for your family, your future, and your legacy? What was valuable for you within the home structure as a mom while you navigate? Because y'all, you know, Black women been doing all things been everything to everybody for a long time. But, you know, like from a value perspective, what were the things that you kind of like really didn't get lost in and really wanted to drive home?
It's like, so I really wanted to drive home for my kids' independence.
Okay.
Not to rely on anyone. And so I remember when my kids were little, I had a little Uline mini fridge in the kitchen.
Sure.
And in that fridge, I had juice boxes and applesauce and little squeezed yogurts and all of these snacks so that they didn't have to say, Mommy, can I have a snack?
Okay.
Go help yourself.
You free to go get this.
You know, they would go trick-or-treating and the whole basket of candy I would put at a level where they could reach it, and I put it in the pantry.
Sure.
And I would say, you know, candy's not good for you. You need to manage how much you're going to have at one time.
Sure.
And I think giving them at a very young age the responsibility of making good decisions for themselves was something that was really important to me. Because I've seen a lot of kids grow up, they leave for college. Whoa, now they can do anything. They're overeating. They don't have good health. They don't know how to discipline themselves.
Sure.
And so my kids went to Montessori school, which teaches that same type of
similar.
Yeah. And then important for me too was to have them see me working and raising a family. And
that's kind of what I'm getting at.
And seeing how to navigate that. And there were times where I would have to set priorities that wasn't necessarily where they thought my priority should be. Sure. You know, I may miss a game or a ballet recital because I'm traveling for work.
I got 7. We can't make everything. We can't do everything.
Can't. And so we had a live-in nanny when the kids were growing up.
Oh, God bless you.
That helped. But
it does help.
It helped a little, but the kids want to see their mom.
They want mom.
In the stands.
You're a rock star.
And there were times where I would pick them up and I'd be on my phone once we got phones, because I remember that too.
Early 2000s was a movement. It was definitely a movement.
I'd be on my phone constantly, like doing emails at the stoplight. And things I know I shouldn't be doing, and the kids would always, put down your phone. And I'm like, I can't in my work day when it's time to pick y'all up because there's still work going on. Sure. And so I was constantly trying to juggle.
It's so real. Did you ever have the guilt? I mean, like, you know, because...
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you know, so talk to me about that part because, you know, especially when, you know, and I don't know, you know, the timeline of, you know, family, marriage, you know, you can talk to, but even, because that's, when you talk about a working mom, there's the innate desire to provide the best, not just by virtue of working, but also what the child is expecting from their mother, right? Versus a man, some of the traditional roles and themes, even if he's in the home or out of the home, it's expected for him to go hunt and do some things of that nature, right? So how did you really find solace as you were crushing these goals, doing what was best for your family, and deal with some of that inner turmoil?
So I tried to ignore a lot of the inner turmoil.
Okay.
So I don't get too much into the relationship side, but me and my ex were not getting along. That was evident. This was not working. But I didn't think the kids were aware of it. You know?
And they usually are.
They were.
As we kind of...
And so when I finally reached the point where, okay, this is not working, I turned 40 and I said, I got to take a different path.
Sure.
I can't just stay in this situation just for the sake of the kids.
Sure.
And so we sat the kids down and had the conversation. And I remember my oldest daughter, who's now almost 30, she was about 13. And she goes, "What took you so long?"
Oof. Ooh,
and I realized that I was teaching them the wrong thing. Don't stay where you're not happy. If you're not happy, pivot to happiness. And in my UConn commencement address on Saturday, that was the whole focus of my talk, about pursuing what makes you happy and enjoying the journey of life instead of just trying to get to the destination.